What's something people don't know about Marie Antoinette? The year is 1784, a time of opulence and grandeur, where the elite of France bask in the splendor of their wealth and power. Imagine the grandeur of Versailles, a palace that stands as a testament to the absolute power and divine right of the monarchy. Glimmering chandeliers illuminate opulent halls, casting a golden glow on the lavish gatherings of the aristocracy. Rich tapestries, woven with intricate designs, adorn the walls, each telling a story of conquest and glory. The air is thick with the scent of exotic perfumes, mingling with the whispers of courtly intrigue and secret alliances. But behind the facade of luxury, a shadow lurks. A shadow that whispers of discontent and unrest, threatening to unravel the delicate fabric of this gilded world. A shadow that threatens to consume the most powerful woman in France, Queen Marie Antoinette. Her every move watched, her every word scrutinized. This is not the story of the diamond necklace you may have heard. It is a deeper, darker tale that goes beyond mere scandal. This is a tale of betrayal and deceit, where friends turn into foes, and loyalty is a rare and precious commodity. A story that reveals the vulnerability behind the Queen's carefully constructed image. An image that hides her fears, her doubts, and the ever-present threat of downfall. It is a story that will forever be entwined with the fate of France. A tale of a queen's shadow, and the shadows that loom over an entire nation, leading to a revolution that would change the course of history. Marie Antoinette, a name synonymous with both extravagance and tragedy. Born an Austrian archduchess, she arrived in France at the tender age of 14. A pawn in a political game, she was to secure an alliance between two powerful nations. Married to King Louis XVI, she was thrust into a world of rigid etiquette and courtly intrigue. The young queen, known for her charm and love of beauty, struggled to navigate this treacherous landscape. Her Austrian heritage and her difficulty producing an heir made her an easy target for gossip and slander. Why are there not more people talking about the whispers in the halls of Versailles? The French court thrived on whispers. Rumors spread like wildfire through the gilded corridors of Versailles, and no one was immune to the court's venomous tongue. Marie Antoinette, despite her best efforts, was often the subject of these whispers. Her every move was scrutinized, her every word twisted. She was accused of frivolity, of extravagance, of being a drain on the nation's coffers. The reality was far more complex. But in the court of public opinion, perception was reality, and the perception of Marie Antoinette was becoming increasingly negative. Enter Jeanne de la Motte Valois. A cunning and ambitious woman, she saw an opportunity in the court's simmering discontent, an opportunity to exploit the Queen's vulnerabilities for her own gain. At the heart of her scheme, a diamond necklace of breathtaking value. This necklace, originally commissioned for Madame du Barry, Louis XV's mistress, was a marvel of craftsmanship. Thousands of diamonds, meticulously set in intricate patterns, formed a shimmering river of light, but its exorbitant price tag had made it impossible to sell. Until now. Section 5. John's Web of Lies. John spun a web of deceit, so intricate and convincing that it ensnared even the most discerning. Her schemes were not just simple lies. They were elaborate plots that required meticulous planning and execution. She convinced Cardinal Rohan, a man desperate to regain the Queen's favor, that she could act as his intermediary. Cardinal Rohan, who had fallen out of favor with Marie Antoinette, saw Jeanne as his last hope to restore his standing at court. She forged letters, using the Queen's name. These letters were so expertly crafted that they bore the royal seal and mimicked the Queen's handwriting perfectly. leaving no room for doubt in the cardinal's mind. She even hired a prostitute to impersonate Marie Antoinette in a clandestine nighttime meeting with the cardinal. The plan was audacious. The woman, dressed in a dark cloak, met with the cardinal in the shadows, further convincing him of Jeanne's authenticity and connections. Jeanne would convince the cardinal to purchase the necklace on the queen's behalf, promising him repayment in installments. The necklace, an opulent piece adorned with hundreds of diamonds, was worth a fortune and symbolized the height of luxury and power. Once the necklace was in her possession, she would break it apart and sell the diamonds. Each diamond would be sold separately, ensuring that the necklace could never be traced back to her, leaving the cardinal to face the queen's wrath and the jeweler empty-handed. The jeweler, who had crafted the necklace with painstaking detail, was left in financial ruin, while the cardinal's reputation was irreparably damaged. Marie Antoinette, unaware of the plot, was dragged into a scandal that would tarnish her name and contribute to the growing unrest that would eventually lead to the French Revolution. Section 6. The Trial and the Scandal. The truth, as it always does, eventually emerged. The jeweler, Bémer, approached the queen directly, inquiring about the payment for the necklace. Marie Antoinette, utterly bewildered, denied any knowledge of the transaction. The scandal exploded, sending shockwaves through the court and beyond. Jeanne de la Motte Valois, along with her accomplices, was arrested and put on trial. The trial became a public spectacle, with every detail devoured by a scandal-hungry populace. Though Jeanne was found guilty and sentenced to branding and imprisonment, the damage was done. Section 7. Marie Antoinette's humiliation. Despite her innocence, Marie Antoinette's reputation was irrevocably tarnished. The public, already suspicious of her Austrian heritage and lavish lifestyle, readily believed the worst. The queen, they whispered, was not only frivolous, but deceitful and manipulative. The scandal deepened the chasm between the monarchy and the people. It fueled the flames of resentment that were already smoldering. Marie Antoinette, once admired for her beauty and grace, became a symbol of the monarchy's decadence and corruption. Section 8. A blow to the monarchy. The diamond necklace affair was not just a personal tragedy for Marie Antoinette. It was a blow to the very foundation of the French monarchy. It exposed the court's moral bankruptcy and the deep-seated corruption that festered within. The people of France, already struggling under the weight of poverty and inequality, saw the scandal as confirmation of their worst fears. The monarchy, they believed, was rotten to its core, and Marie Antoinette, the Austrian queen, was its embodiment. Section 9. Seeds of Revolution. The seeds of revolution, sown in the fertile ground of discontent, began to sprout. The diamond necklace affair, though seemingly insignificant in the grand scheme of things, had unleashed a torrent of anger and resentment that could no longer be contained. The French people, inspired by the ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity, began to question the very legitimacy of the monarchy. The storm clouds were gathering over Versailles, and Marie Antoinette, once the Queen of France, would soon find herself caught in the maelstrom. Section 10. Legacy of the necklace. The diamond necklace affair serves as a stark reminder of the power of perception. It illustrates how easily truth can be manipulated and how quickly public opinion can turn. It also highlights the dangers of courtly intrigue and the treacherous nature of power. For Marie Antoinette, the scandal was a turning point. It marked the beginning of her descent from beloved queen to reviled figurehead. The necklace, once a symbol of opulence and grandeur, became a symbol of her downfall. Section 11. A Queen Remembered. Marie Antoinette's story is a tragedy of epic proportions. Born into the opulence of the Austrian Habsburg dynasty, she was married off to Louis XVI of France at the tender age of 14. A young queen, thrust into a world not of her making. She was expected to navigate the treacherous waters of French politics and court intrigue. She became a scapegoat for the sins of a dying regime. The public's growing discontent with the monarchy found an easy target in her extravagant lifestyle and foreign origins. The diamond necklace affair, though just one chapter in her tumultuous life, was a scandal that rocked the nation. It tarnished her reputation and fueled the fires of revolution, played a pivotal role in shaping her legacy. The affair was a complex web of deceit and manipulation, and though she was innocent, the damage was done. Remember her not just for the diamonds and the scandal, but for the woman behind the crown. She was more than the sum of her misfortunes. But for the woman behind the crown, a woman who loved music, who adored her children, and who sought solace in the simpler pleasures of life. A woman of intelligence, compassion, and unwavering strength in the face of adversity. Despite the overwhelming odds, she remained a figure of grace and resilience. A queen who, despite her flaws, met her fate with dignity and courage. Her story is a poignant reminder of the complexities of history and the human spirit.